I was 24 years old, homeless. I stood weak, frail, almost unable to raise my arm to knock on the door. I was strung out, withdrawing from heroin and other opiate painkillers, and I desperately needed help. My dad answered the door. He hadn't seen me in years, and I asked him to help me save my life. He let me in, let me sleep on his couch, come to work with him and try to piece my life back together. After sweating endlessly in the hot Florida sun on construction sites with my dad with no end in sight, I found myself surfing the web on his old clunky, painfully slow computer, and I made that first most important search that we all make. How do I make money online? I was a 9th grade dropout, but I was smart enough to know that I wanted to own my own business, I wanted an endless supply of customers, and I wanted to work from home. I'd witnessed too many people working their butts off doing incredible work, living in near poverty, including my father, who was a gifted craftsman yet could never get ahead financially. One day, I had $1 million discovery when I was standing in a hardware store I didn't work at, but I looked over and I saw a man confused, and I asked him if I could help out. He said his toilet was leaking, and because of my construction experience, I was able to point him towards the little $5 wax ring that he needed to put under his toilet to create a waterproof seal. That confused man was instantly happy, so happy, in fact, he tipped me $100 just to say thanks. And that was the first money I'd earned from what I know versus what I did. Since then, I've been packaging knowledge and selling it in core 4 ways: courses, coaching, events, and affiliate marketing. I call them the core 4. And the core 4 are how I made my first dollar online in the million cents. Most importantly, it's helped me give back to the ones who've helped me most along the way. It started with being able to buy my parents dinner and then on to buying homes and cars for them. But one day in particular that made all the pain along the way worth it was the day that my wife and I handed my dad over the keys to a brand new truck, and he could finally retire the old one he'd been driving for years, and that he drove us around to our construction jobs when I was getting clean on his couch.
What would you say if I said that was a brand new truck? Oh, you're a liar. You're bullshit. No.
Here, take it.
No. What? Yeah.
Come on, don't you want it?
In 2017, I wanted to share the knowledge I developed over the years with others who also wanted to own their own business, have an endless supply of customers, and work from home. And Legendary Marketer was born. I can remember a time in 2017 when we started Legendary, when my marriage was on the rocks. My wife and I were overwhelmed. We just had our daughter. We were exhausted, getting no sleep. Almost threw the towel in on the business. Almost said I can't do this anymore and ran away from it all. But deep down inside me, in the core of my soul, there's a legendary version of Dave Sharpe. And if you think about all the things that you've survived through and overcome in your life, you'll see there's a legendary version of you too. Thankfully, I'm also surrounded by 76 other legendary leaders on our growing not-so-corporate team. We don't talk at our students, we talk to them. And since March of 2020, that same time, we've interviewed a successful student from our program every single weekday. Over 500 success story interviews and a waiting list of countless new legends waiting to tell their story. These hundreds of faces you see who've turned their mess into a message, their struggles into their strengths, they're the real legends of Legendary Marketer. Even though our work has just begun, much of our hard work has already started to pay off. In 2021, we tripled our revenue and were recently named one of Inc. magazine's 5,000 fastest growing privately held companies in America. Now, in 2022, we've broken even more company sales records, and we're continuing to deliver online marketing education simply and with integrity. But as I said, our work has only just begun. We've not faced our biggest challenge yet. We're in the middle of the greatest gold rush our generation has ever seen, and it's digital, yet hardly anyone has the knowledge to truly capitalize on it. Most of the traditional education systems only train people how to become employees, not entrepreneurs, and that's coming to a massive screeching halt. Millions of new people will be scouring the internet every day in the coming months and years, searching for secrets and strategies to get results in their life fast. And they don't want to wait. And they want to learn from someone like you or me that they connect with online. They want a course, a coach, or an event they can attend for a few $100 or a few $1,000 so they can get the solution and the result they want immediately. And they're willing to pay handsomely for that knowledge. We just need to make it easy for them to access it, easy for them to pay us, and then help them get results. Simple? Yes. Easy? No, or else everyone would be doing it. Worth it? You better believe it.